Okay, so I got an ultra one, so this is gonna look a bit weird. But honestly, I've just not set a macro, so this is gonna be a very weird looking video to the rest of them.
The zones are yours if you fight for them, Guardian.
So Marathon beta came out. It is pretty
Enemy
in
claims
my
Zone
opinion.
C. Zone A captured.
Is this from submission? Okay, so pretty good. Game looks good, game feels good to play. I was surprised. I actually really like it being an action shooter. I honestly didn't expect it at all. But it's apparently fun, so yeah. I kind of just treated it like a roguelite. And that made it actually fun.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I didn't really get very far though. I kind of only really had green stuff because I was playing by myself and had work literally a week, so I didn't get far at all. I think at most I saw maybe a couple blues. I only had essentially the starting weapons. I think I saw a battle rifle like once, and that was it. So no, just double dead. They do feel really good to shoot though, even the starting guns. They feel a lot like D1 ones, which I think is my favourite set of weapons from Bungie. They also just referenced a lot of weapons from essentially every game they've made, I would argue. You've got stuff like the plasma pistol, you've got the magnum, which serves the purpose of both the hand cannon and the magnum itself. You've got Mida itself. I believe the railguns are basically linear fusion rifles, an actual fusion rifle. I've got essentially every auto rifle under the sun, the literal barrel rifle, so you know, there's basically everything there. I was actually also wrong with the models. Apparently this is exactly what Mida looks like in that game. I didn't even know Mida was even in that game until someone told me. And I was like, oh, okay. The maps were relatively fun. I think I like the starting map more than Diamond. Diamond just felt so open and so, like, foggy. All the time. It was also what all of the PvP was. And considering I was solo, it was kind of just a lot of me getting caught out in places where I probably shouldn't have. That's, like, entirely scholarship on my part, though. If I'm gonna be real. But the fog is definitely one of my problems with the game. I do not like the fog. It makes it so unbelievably hard to see anything through it. I kind of hope when the game, well, not even when the game launches, just like in post-launch, they tone down the fog on Dire March. I also had the very painful experience of like learning what happens when a contract tells you to go to a specific place, find an item, and then extract with it. And an extraction shooter. I think it took like an entire afternoon for me to get the... it was one of the beginning Traxxas contracts done. We have to go to Diamarsh. I think it's the maintenance. You have to go to.
Can stop you if you fight together. Nothing.
in melee range. You also go to maintenance, and then you pick up some like fuel rods. They're a very common item, but it's mainly the case of getting out of that map with your stuff. It's so difficult. People will camp out the extraction points. People just camp out that area as a whole. There's so many players around it, so I'm hoping there will be lots of it when I get to play in myself. I thought the runners were fun as well. I only I think I tried Vandal. I was mainly on Vandal for most of it. I think it was Vandal and the person who like pings everyone. His name's like
Zone C captured. You have a
tripod or something. But what's no monster. Not triage. It's a recon? I think it's recon. Yes. So I mainly played recon and Vandal. Probably more recon because most of my time was spent on that character.
enemy has advantage.
Just trying to do the correct. And then I think I played the assassin a bit because I wanted to see how bad the invis was. It actually seems relatively balanced in the game, which is kind of funny to me. A lot of things seem balanced. I don't think there's like a particular runner that I feel is like broken. I would maybe say worst.
Zone B
I'd say at worst to like assassin. Even with Rebellion being like, relatively good, I would say assassin is probably the worst one. Well, not the worst one, the best one of the bunch. This was solo. Just because Invis is still pretty powerful. I would probably say, like, Destroyer is the worst one, but even then, Destroyer is still very good. He's, like, when I've gathered, the shield is, like, really resistant in PvP. Not PvP, PvE. So when you're fighting the bots, it's really good against them. But when you're fighting against players, it does not have a lot of health, which is actually... that's actually a good thing. So... good on that part, I think. I do think Recon, I think it's triage. I think Recon might be a bit of an issue if there's like a specific core that she gets. Because it kind of does just reveal everyone, but it like tells you when you're revealed anyway, so you basically know to expect someone running after you. And the bot that she fires is super visible. And Vandal, to me, seems basically perfect. I wouldn't do anything to Vandal. And I've not seen triage enough to make any opinion on that character. So, runners are good, they feel good to play, they feel balanced to fight against. Which is, again, impressive for a Bungie game, considering the state of Destiny right now. Guns feel good, again. It's... I don't know. It's up to, put towards, considering I've had a couple of days to think about it and I've had no gameplay recorded, so I've got to remember what I played a couple of days ago. Rats. I don't like playing rats in solo. I know that. There's a lot of them. People are really scared. Which I can see why. I definitely don't like the fact that I'm having to... like... only listen for footsteps. It's kind of annoying how much I'm having to just listen for footsteps. with like nothing else. You have to have your sound up at like max in that game at all times. Just because there's like such little visual cue. And again, it's an extraction shooter as expected, but I wish there were other ways to fight people. On top of that, I didn't like how weak green and common shields were. I know a lot of people who've played the game since the test have said that the time to kill is basically like perfect right now. I kinda wish on those lower tiers at least it was a bit longer. I feel like it should be a bit longer, honestly. Just so it's a bit easier to like get into the game sort of mid-wipe, mid-season, whatever. And also so when you're on those lower gear tiers, it's a bit less easy to just jump someone, because I had that a couple of times on both sides where I would just kind of jump someone and then they wouldn't have the time to react, or someone would jump me and I wouldn't have the time to react, so I was just like, oh, whoops, dead. Back to the respawn screen. And any stuff I had on me was gone. So that's cool. Dire Marsh was way worse than Perimeter for that, which is why I don't like Dire Marsh as much. Because there's just so many ways to just have someone jump you on that map. What else is that?
Control.
I talked about the art style. I don't know if I've talked about the art style. The art style was like really good. Personally, I thought the game looked beautiful. It looked clear, which is a complaint I've seen quite a bit. The game looks really clear when you can actually see someone, like ignoring the fog that I already complained about. The game is very clear. It's very vibrant. You can see people. The bots are especially visible. It looks like actually scary. They really managed that like horror game vibe that they've changed into. And the bots in particular. I love the bots. If Destiny had the AI that the bots have, oh my goodness, it would be the best game ever. They are genuinely like so smart. I had to like, they were pretty easy to deal with. Because I D2 for so much, I like should know how the AI works in and out, even if it's a completely new game. But you do have to like actually treat them with like the respect you would generally treat a player with. Because they are like, they will deal with you if you let them all pack up and you're on your own. Yeah, I don't particularly think, at least in my opinion, that the like people trying to bash the game just to bash the game are like justified. Because if you don't like it, whatever reason you do. I feel like a lot of people's problem is they're just not even giving you a chance. And I think people have learned from Destiny 1 and 2 launch, or like any game this company has launched. This game, Bungie has always launched niche games within the first-person shooter genre. Like, even Halo, because people will bring up Halo a lot. For some reason, they still bring up Halo. There's like the Bungie game. Like even that game, right? That game was like very niche at the time. I don't think people remember that was the game that like brought shooters to console. Oh, shooters to console with like a campaign even, a multiplayer that was like the start of Xbox Live. I don't think people are remembering this like at all. And like Destiny even, Destiny's a looter shooter. I don't think people remember this, but Destiny 2 was the second big looter shooter. It's just Borderlands prior to this. And Destiny was like lambasted on launch for... I seem to remember it's almost very similar things, or at least very similar style of things. I feel like if Destiny was released today, I believe it would be met with the exact same thing. We were in a universe where we were playing Marathon instead of Destiny 2 right now. We're waiting for Destiny 2 to launch. I think these people will go for the exact same things, and then... Wow, who would have thought? It's actually a good game. And the people who constantly bring up, like, the player counts, it's very strange to me. Because when you look at the player counts of this game, it's like the server storm did really well. Sure, it had a drop off of players, but when you compare it to like other games within this genre, I would argue basically any game other than Arc Raiders is dead in that case. If that's what you're really going to say about Arc Raiders, about Marathon, that is dead with its player count. I think any game in the extraction genre, other than Arc Raiders, is like dead in the water. Are you really gonna tell me that like Helldivers 2 is a like unsuccessful game? Or like Tarkov is an unsuccessful game because it has a low player count on Steam.com?
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Like if we're making this argument, then like Warframe shouldn't exist. Because it did worse than Destiny 2. Warframe's a bad game. They should have made Dark Sector 2 instead. That's like the exact argument that people are making. And it's so like strange to me. I can like see why they're making it because I did the same thing. Like stupid and fast up the game, but I don't know, it just feels weird. Very weird comparison. It's a very weird reaction, especially from this community. Like, I feel like get the whole, like, sentiment that's going on here, because they have kind of... They've shifted a lot of developers off of Destiny 2. This is a, like, complete B team right now. Of just people maintaining the game. We're just like, we were just being really weird about that. I pressed the wrong button, I was meant to dodge. So... it feels like we've learned basically nothing from, like, it's really 12 years of Destiny at this point. I'm not even at this point, like, this year it's gonna be 12 years of Destiny. Like,
Zone advantage is yours. Sound tactics bring victory.
feels like people have been, like, blind to basically everything.
Targets eliminated. Nice work.
I do not like that. So, yeah. It was a bit more rambling at the end, but basically, Marathon's good. You should play it. And... yeah. maybe content on it, but I don't know yet. I'm not even gonna get the game until probably next month, because I've already spent like way too much this month, so yeah. Maybe I can make some like videos about getting into the game midway. I don't know. Until then, like, comment, sub, bye.